As much as you get.
We'll go for as long as you want to go.
Sure. If we can go maybe around the table, we've got Dischord here tonight. If you can introduce yourself and tell us what you do for the band.
Fun. Okay. Pete.
Well, I'm Pete Moss. I play bass, backing vocals.
I'm Luc Gagné, the founder. I play guitar and lead vocals.
I'm Louis Sipley. I play lead guitar, rhythm guitar, and backup vocals.
I'm Lou, also known as Nail Face or Hard Ass, or also known as all sorts of things. I play drums, and I really like it. And fuck you.
Nice. Well, guys, before we go any further, solid set today.
Thanks,
well,
man.
That
Thanks
was
a lot,
awesome.
man. Thanks a lot.
Again, I was mentioning to Lucas, I'm ashamed to say it was my first time seeing you guys after knowing that you've been around forever, and
There's no shame in that. At least at least you came out and saw us today. So cheers, man.
Looking forward to it, and I was nothing but impressed. So good stuff.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot, man.
I've had your material for a little while. I think I actually purchased Casualties of War in a diminished fifth little set that I bought a couple years ago. And when I started Metal Nation Radio, it was one of the only CDs that I had still around that I hadn't actually lent out to somebody and not gotten back yet. So it was one of the first, thankfully, one of the first
wasn't good
Canadian
enough to
ones.
lend out.
No, it was actually just one of the ones I made sure I got back before things ever happened.
Well, Casualties of War. I don't know if I've ever told this to Luc. So if he doesn't know, then oh well, he'll know now. I joined the band in 2012.
Okay.
So it's been 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
I was a big fan before I joined the band. I first met him in 2007, and that's when I became a fan of the band.
I thought it was 2008, though.
2007.
Yeah?
Siege had just come out. I met you outside in the parking lot of La Guitar.
So that was before that I met Christian? I thought I met you through Christian.
No, I met you. I just happened to be at La Guitar, and I just...
We'll settle this later.
Talk about exes later.
Oh, yeah. No, I happened to be at La Guitar, and...
It could be. That guy's got a photographic memory. Like, he knows more about Dischord than I do.
No, I was at La Guitar, which is where he teaches. He's been teaching there for years, like a decade now, I think. And I was asking about Dischord, and it was the end of the night. They were closing up, and the guy said, "Oh, well, there's Luc Gagné right now. He's heading out." So I went outside and met him, and that's how we met. He had just got done finished teaching for the day.
Because you were taking lessons from John.
Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
Okay.
I was taking lessons from one of his co-workers at the time. I was taking theory lessons because even though I've been playing for many years, theory was something I never really dug into until about maybe 8 or 9 years ago. So I was actually taking lessons on theory from one of his co-workers at the time.
Nice.
So that's how I met him, and I've been a fan ever since. I started I had already bought the CD prior to meeting him.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Siege of Darkness. Yeah. And I started going to see them live after that. And I was a big fan of the band for many years. And then in 2012, I saw on Facebook that they had posted that their guitar player, Sylvain Francaire, who is a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
My cousin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That he had left the band due to work reasons. And they had put out an ad saying they were looking for another guitar player. And I remember at first, my first reaction to seeing that was, oh shit, I should try out for that. I'd love to play for this band.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what he said.
Yeah.
Try out for the band! See, I can't do that. I can't do those vocals, but...
that's what you heard, essentially.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, right, okay.
But I remember being excited about it and thinking, oh, I should try out for this. But at the same time, I thought I was very hesitant because I loved the music so much that I thought, if I can't do it justice, then I don't belong in that band.
Okay.
So it actually took a couple of weeks before I talked myself into it, and I sent him an email, and that's how it all started, and here I am.
Nice.
I told you he talks a lot. when I sent him the tabs, you know, like the tablatures to learn the song, you know, he got me on the phone and he talked for like 20 minutes about the song, about this and that.
Well, I was really picking his brain.
Clarification.
I was really picking his brain about different things, like different theory-related things and accents and transitions and shit, because it might have seemed a little excessive to him, maybe, I don't know, but
No.
but
He's very thorough.
it was the kind of thing where it was the kind of thing where I wanted to play it properly. Like I said, if I couldn't do it justice, I don't belong there.
Absolutely.
So it was very much like trying to understand this and this and this, and okay, when you transition into this and all these different questions, and it's been 2.5 years, and it's been a blast. Like, I love playing with this band. I have no plans on leaving anytime soon, and
so that was all before Casualties of War?
no, that was short. That was
after.
just a few months after.
That must have been like March 2012 or
April.
April.
Well, it was March when I contacted you. It was it was the first week of April when we started rehearsing together.
And, you know, we played in Moncton when Lewis joined the band. Like, we wanted to give him like a warm-up show, right? Because we had a big show booked at the time, but we didn't tell him. We didn't want to give him cold feet. We were, you know, like booked to play for Black Dahlia Murder,
Nice.
Zoom, and Fuck the Facts. You know,
Okay,
like, a show in
great show.
Manhattan, Moncton. So we played a Rockin' for Dollars.
About a week and a half before.
If you know what
I
that
absolutely do, yeah.
So we played that maybe a week or two before.
I got to come into this band that had been around for several years, and I had already been a fan for almost 5 years, and I got to come into them, and our first like actual build gig with them was Black Dahlia Murder. So to be able to step into that is quite not an accomplishment. That's not the word I'm looking for. It's actually quite an opportunity for anybody who's just starting out, because my first actual gigging band was Dischord. And my 5th gig with the band was playing with Cataclysm, Cryptopsy, and Morbid Angel. Morbid Angel being my favorite death metal band of all time. So really, how do you compete with that?
Yeah, man.
You really can't top that.
I want to dial back the history a little bit and find out where the name came from. What inspired the name Dischord? It's perfect for your music. Honestly.
When I started the band, like I just started my new job, like I was more or less like finished university, like after my 4th year, but I didn't finish like a bachelor's degree. I just stopped university. Like I wanted to do something else with my life because it wasn't cutting it. It wasn't me, you know. Like, so I found like in the paper through a friend, he told me there's that music school in Moncton that are looking for guitar teachers. Why don't you go there and check it out? You know, you're always fucking playing guitar, you're never studying.
Okay.
All right, so I go there and I got the job, and I met some people over there that I started the band with. So the name Dischord, well, you know, it's all about learning all the theory you can learn, you know, in classical music. I did take some classical music in university for 1 semester. Okay, it was fine, but it wasn't me. So basically, the name Dischord, on that aspect musically, it's kind of like you can learn all the rules of music, but what I really like is breaking them and trying to come up with like new sounds, you know, like more sinister sounding stuff.
Excellent.
You know, and that's really what I puke with my music.
Yes, okay.
Like my music theory teacher once told me, Jacques Belanger, who was a co-worker of his for a while. Jacques told me, he said, what made the most sense to me, what really made it click, was he said, we learn theory so that we can learn the rules of music. Because once you know the rules,
You break them.
you break them.
Yes.
It's tools. It's tools you can use or not use. It's all about the ear. It's all about what you really feel inside.
Yeah.
Okay. And the name Dischord too. It's about, you know, a lot of the subject in the world, you know, can be brought back to this name. You know, the rich and the poor, 99%, the 1%, the discord of our society.
Yeah.
You know, you look in Africa with all the child soldiers and shit. You know, there's lots of fucking discord everywhere. In the fucking world. It's fucking ugly.
Like actually, the very first song that we played tonight, AK-47, is
played
One
that
of the things I love about Dischord is the different topics they deal with, and a lot of them are very socio-political. A lot of them are very,
I've noticed that,
very
actually.
socially conscious of what's going on.
Yeah.
And the first song we opened with tonight was AK-47, which contains some of my favorite Dischord lyrics ever, and it's a song dealing with like what he just mentioned, child soldiers.
Yeah.
And what I appreciate about this band is how it's, no disrespect to bands that sing about partying and getting drunk and killing people and shit like that. I mean, I love bands like that. But what I've always appreciated about this band is how they deal with shit that's actually going on.
Yeah.
Luke has always written stuff about something that actually struck a chord with me. No pun intended, Dischord and all that shit. But it always struck a chord with me because the songs, whether it was Treblinka, whether it was AK-47, whether it was Casualties of War, or RCMP, it was always something that had something to say about what was going on in the world. And I think that's what has stood out to me about this band is the lyrics actually are about something rather than just let's get drunk and fuck the world.
Yeah.
Basically, what I tried to accomplish lyrically is that I tried to put an accent on what's fucked up with the world. To an extent that, if people actually stop and read the lyrics, they'll understand that, this was like, it's really fucked up, like we can't keep going on that way. I don't think that I'm trying to educate people or stuff like that. It's not really my angle, but it's just like stuff that I really feel inside.
Yeah.
And for me, like jamming twice a week and writing music for Dischord, it's fucking therapy.
I can only imagine.
Of all the stuff like you go through life that you ingest, like just the stuff you see on TV, the commercials, the bullshit that the politicians are feeding us, the lies, the cover up that big corporations are making. We could talk about shale gas and all that fucking bullshit.
Absolutely.
So it's all that stuff that we're injected with on a daily basis. That basically what I do, I just like puke it all out once in a while, and that's a song.
It's a mental health therapy.
Here's an album. It's my way of coping with the stress of the world.
So with all of that, it sounds like you do a lot of the writing. Is it an exclusive thing, or
No,
does it
I never really set out for Dischord to be like my solo project. It's not a solo project. It's just the way that it came upon.
Yeah.
I wrote most of the stuff. Like I wrote like 13 out of the 14 songs.
Okay.
And for the upcoming EP, well, it was in the works for a while. It's kind of like a concept that I really got to get out in me.
Yeah.
But for the third album, I welcome the input of the other members. That's because, after a while, what else can you write about? Like you need some break, you need to clear your mind to be original. Because I hate writing the same song twice.
Of course. Nobody wants to hear that.
No.
Well, I shouldn't say nobody. There are some listeners out there who do. But not everybody.
For me, like the philosophy of the songwriting in Dischord is whatever makes the song better.
Awesome.
Good.
Is this anything to the Metal Nation Radio listeners?
Metal Nation Radio! I love you! There we go.
This fucking tent trailer is immaculate, man.
It's
one of the nicest ones I've seen.
And if we don't return it as such, I'll get my ass kicked.
The thing I love about Pete's vocals is he's able to reach this low range that neither myself or Lick can reach.
That's what I focus on, but it's still in the works. It was new for me when I joined the band. Like I did backing vocals, but like clean singing, never gores or gutturals.
Yeah.
So when I joined the band, like when Luke asked me if I could do backing vocals, was like, I do a little play here and there, like I on my own in my car driving home from work or something like that. But I tried it out, and so far it's been working well for me. It's getting better too. So man,
It's been working
I'm
very
it
well.
too, but it gets a toll on me still with my bass playing, so I got to practice that a little bit more. But so far it's been treating me well, man.
Sweet.
Casualties of War was a very expensive record.
Yeah.
Pretty good production, if you ask me. Though.
Excellent. Yeah.
That was not your everyday
and that
cheap
was
record.
recorded back in 2010, and
Yeah.
just this summer we finally got, we're out of
Focus.
the hole.
Congratulations.
So now we can only go up.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
sweet. Well, I hope to follow alongside and keep track. And you guys are in regular
Thank you
rotation
very
on my
much for your
show,
support,
so
man.
Thanks,
My
man.
pleasure.
Good,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thanks a lot for coming out.
No.
And thanks for supporting us, man.
I appreciate
Yeah.
you taking the time to sit with me.
Any